What it do, fellas? It's summertime with the summertime. I just want to headbang the whole time, man. And we're live. Put some Disturbed on. Put some Metallica on. Oh man, yeah, that'll get you going, man. Woo! What's up, fellas?
Like, it's a good way to get a good.
We didn't do anything last week because Diablo came out and we had early access. And it was insane. It was fun. I was like, want to do a show or everybody going to play? Play. I was like, you know what? Let's play. And I did a live thing for like an hour, I think, of live. And then I had to go. Really, it's like, why are you leaving already, man? It's only been an hour and a half. I was like, dog, I had to do things before. Like, I wasn't sure if this game was going to unlock at 6 o'clock or not. And it did. And it's been fun.
Yeah. Hey, and then you dissed me, man. And I saw you playing with somebody else. I was like, man, this dude.
Oh yeah, that's my buddy here in Dallas.
I don't care who he is, bro.
No, it's fun. So what level are you at, real?
39.
39, yeah.
39.
Now what
I'm like you, man. I just get it in when I can, and when I start, it's like, man, I gotta stop. So
it's hard to stop when you start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna tell you what made me stop though. Is this boss? It's some druid boss. It's some manor. He made me quit.
Is it the stronghold thing?
It's a stronghold, yeah.
Yeah, I stopped there.
He turned into a big ass bear, and then he started spawning enemies on top of enemies. I didn't have any mana, whatever they call it in that game, and it was like, all right.
I mean, I've been this like been on it like every chance I get, I play on it for one or two missions, maybe one dungeon, because those dungeons can last for like 30 minutes to an hour, right? Depending on which one you land on. And I'll do that. And you saw me pumping out videos. I don't know if you guys seen them, man. I've been pumping out a lot of videos on those that I go through.
I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, they're pretty long. They're pretty insane. They're long. And then I respect my sorcerer, and that dude's
respect my authority.
Yeah, I respect it, and he's brutal now. The way I got him built out.
I'm gonna have to respect mine because mine is he's what would I call it? Because the one I want is the exploding necromancer, the one where the minions all explode.
Oh,
what
really?
I have now, yeah, where they explode. I mean, I had somewhat of a build, but there are better ways to spec it. Because what I have now, I have the everybody's attack, but they die easy. And then I didn't know really what the golem could do and how to make them. I have to put more points because I have points into where like they don't get one shot, but they do get one shot when it comes to bosses. So I'm gonna have to respec and figure out exactly and really study the tree to figure out what I want to do with it. I don't watch YouTube videos for helpful hints.
Mm-hmm.
Takes the fun out of it for me.
Yeah, you don't YouTube it, huh?
No, because I mean, what am I here for? I'm not dumb. Like I can sit there and I can read and figure it out, and I'd rather see if it doesn't work. And if because sometimes
man and his ego, man, he can't help himself to look online.
That's not true.
I'm messing with you.
Because,
I don't need instructions. I'm a man.
As a kid, I used to read guides and stuff like that. And then those same games that I couldn't finish as a kid, I go play them now. It's like, shoot, man, I just go play it. Now, if I get stuck, now I'm saying like there's some games that are way more detailed than Diablo. Yeah, I might have to get a cheat sheet, but I don't really play those games. Like Elder Scrolls.
Oh, and don't you hate it when you look for help and it's right there the whole time in front of your face? Like, how did I not see that?
I don't. If I get stuck on a map, I don't use it. But I mean, like for like specking characters and things like that, because you can put a lot of points in the wrong thing. Because like on Elder Scrolls Online, you get thousands of champion points to allocate, and you could just be putting them in the wrong place, and you've been getting wrecked in PvP. Now there's you can have different builds too. You have a PvE and PvP build. I don't really play PvP games. Those will never end. But I like to have a versatile build where I don't have to go play around with respecs. But then you know how Diablo you have to buy a slot to make your to fix your man up. You can have it one build and then another build and stuff like that.
I haven't figured out the enchantment thing unless I'm not there yet. I don't know.
What do you mean, like when you go to the enchanter and have them like take things? Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I messed up, man. I got a legendary item, and I salvaged it instead of extracting. I messed up.
No, I got like pretty much all but two pieces that are legendary. I got all legendary right now.
So all of your stuff is that burnt orange color.
Yeah, that burnt orange, except for like 2 or 3 pieces. Yeah.
Oh man, I only got one armor. What level are you though?
30, like 7, 38?
Yeah, see, I got now all my jewelry is legendary, and then I have a legendary. I have like 3 legendary weapons, but only one legendary piece of armor.
Yeah, I got a bunch of. They just kept dropping like crazy, like all these legends. Like, oh, dude, a legendary, sweet. Like,
you go to dungeons, right?
Now I have, yeah, and see, that's what I've been doing like all this week. Was that when I play, I would do only events and dungeons. I haven't even progressed through the story. I did a prologue. I did a few little Act 1 stories, and then I just started doing a bunch of dungeons.
I did a little bit of Act 2 because I went to the Blood Bishop around level 32, and like I couldn't do it. And then I found out from somebody else. I don't know if you know. You probably don't know him on Twitter, but his name's Mortivori. He used to be called Casual Gamer, but he was Diablo nerd, WoW nerd. He's the only dude I know that I can play WoW with on PC. So like, he was telling me that I was supposed to fight the Blood Bishop after I completed Act 2. So I was like, oh, that's probably why they wouldn't let me beat him, because he was like, he said there's a night that you're supposed to go. I was like, oh, no wonder there is no night, but now I have the night. So yeah, I did skip it, because what'll happen is like I get him all the way to the end, and he'll do this one move where you can't get away from it. He'll one shot you.
What a jerk!
He is a jerk. Man, yo, we need to play, man, so you can show me some of this stuff, man.
Yeah,
nah,
I can drop
but you feel a mess, bro. You playing with these other cats, man.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah,
my buddies, yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know who he is, bro.
No, that one night we played, I don't know if it was that Friday night or Saturday night, that we played till like 2:30 in the morning or something. It was we kept saying one more mission, one more. Like, no, we're gonna keep going. With
J-Rock, because it's like it doesn't end.
It doesn't end. Yeah.
It's something about that game. What is it about that game that makes you just want to keep playing it?
Because it's not like it's not like it has its breaks where you have to go from dungeon to dungeon. So you have that cooldown effect, right? It's like, all right, we got done with this dungeon. Let's walk around a little bit. Oh, we ran into an event. All right, boom, boom, take care of that business, right? And it's like, all right. So now you have that break between the next dungeon or next event, and it like, I don't know. It's just like it has something that just attracts you, and you're stuck with it, man. And look, and not only that, being in early access and even on an official launch date, there wasn't any real issues, no bugs or anything like that to keep you from playing. Now, there was some people complaining about logging in or something like that, but I never had any issues. And if I did, probably for like a minute or two, and I was able to get back in.
Well, it's one of the best executed launches that we've seen in recent history, man, because there's so much that could have gone wrong, especially there could have been dropped connections between us and things like that. It worked good. I mean, everything just worked.
Did you get it, Sick? Did you get it? Did Sick get it?
Okay, if you notice, I haven't been talking about it. No, I didn't get it.
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna poke at you.
So what's
because
Sick can't join in this conversation.
I know. So what's the holdup? What's the holdup?
He's waiting to get it on his ROG ally.
No. I can't play Diablo. The first one, that's crack. It will ruin my life. I will not take showers and leave my house. Bills will get paid. And no, I cannot do it. I still remember the first game, the first boss, the butcher, right? Like, no. From then, I knew like if I play this, I won't do anything else. And that was the first one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't.
You wouldn't be the only one, because there's some dude already at 100. I'm like, yeah,
bro, I can't. No.
What did you do with your life?
And Diablo, for me, it's like it's perfect. Even the little things, they trigger me just right. They get me. Everything in Diablo is just right. Everything I see about it is nah, I won't be able to put it down, so I just don't have it. But I bought a copy for my brother, so
you need a copy for
the
yourself,
WoW,
man, so you can join us.
because he's the WoW addict, and Baldur's Gate and all that stuff that you were talking about. Realist, well, that's my brother. He does all that. I'll leave that to him.
No, yeah, it's
Diablo's
good.
for everybody, man. I want to tell my boy to
even the most casual person can jump into Diablo and like get addicted to it. It's so much fun.
So many possibilities with your characters. The loot is fulfilling. A lot of, I read some of the reviews on Metacritic, and they all like say the story is not so good. I'm like, it's all coming together for me. You got this whole. You got this.
And one thing I want to say about the game, right? That I've seen, and I can't believe they're doing this. I had no idea, and I should have realized when they were doing the server slam, hence the name.
Server slam.
They're doing the whole goddamn thing. That happened with Diablo 3, where you have to be connected to a server to play the fucking game, even in offline mode, in single player mode. Like, you can't not be off.
Well, it's a full live services game now. That's the thing.
No, I get that, but they tried that with the third one, and it was a whole. Listen, the reason why bro, listen, the reason why it works so seamless that y'all talked about that earlier, right? You guys say it, but don't even realize the motivation or some of the impetus behind when people give credit to details like that. Diablo 3 is legendary on PC. Before it came to console, by the time it came to console, they had already eliminated all of this, right?
Yeah, I loved it on 3 when it came out.
On console, right? But on PC, when it first came out, it was the same thing, but like it was so bad, right? And so I see generally is like you're saying, like the servers are great. Although I have a friend I watch on Twitch, Talk Brunch. If you care about pro wrestling and all types of games like this, he's definitely playing them all the time on Twitch. So you can check him out there. From time to time I'm on there too, actually. But he was playing it last night, and like a couple times, like I look at the screen if I'm doing something, I'll have him on in the background, and I look. And he's not on camera, meaning he's not actually playing the game. And I noticed the game isn't going because he got kicked off the server, and it happened like 4 times. That's when I found out that the game was on. I didn't know before this. I had no idea, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, it'll happen once in a blue moon, and it's annoying. And I'm sure, eventually it'll get to a point where it's not so often once in a blue, and it's just an annoyance to deal with realistically. I get that, right?
No, yeah, it threw me off when I fired up the game. When it's like logging in, it's like, what do I need to log in for? It's a single player game, Or it's
and you can't even play offline completely on the Ally or something like that. Offline completely, right? And I don't like that. Long before the Ally, I don't like when a game is beholden to a server when it doesn't need to be.
Yeah,
I understand for Destiny, you don't see me complain about that. That's different. It's a live services game throughout, and it's sounding like that's what they did here. But this is an offline mode, which means it's 2 separate aspects. And one could be turned off if they wanted to, and they're not. But the thing that really got me was, I think the first person in this game to reach, I think it was 100 hours or 100
level.
I forget what it was. Maybe it was a level or hours. It must have been the level, right? I assume the level, right? That he lost all his progress. Oh no, it was the first guy who did the level 100, where I guess there's a mode where it's 1 life basically.
Yeah.
The first person to ever do it. At level 100 or something. He lost, and it wiped the first successful attempt at it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is what I'm talking about. Like, why did that need to be online? It's just this one person. And he's live streaming. Everybody live streams when they do stuff like that. Who's going to cheat where you can't tell when you see the records that, this person obviously cheated? Like, this is...
Yeah.
This whole... there's always online things.
So yeah, it would be nice to have a switch to turn off that. It's like, you want to play offline mode?
Yeah.
There's a switch right there. Turn it off.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean.
It's definitely the mindset that almost killed the Xbox as a brand. I understand that, right? But that was a whole aspect of it. People.
Here comes sick with this doom and gloom. Xbox is done stuff. God. Dang it.
I'm just saying it's the same mindset is what I'm saying. It's just not good, and people don't take positively to that unless it's well implemented, and this is. So it's nearly transparent. But once in a while, you have that bad experience where you can't get on or the service like kick you off, or it will happen at the most inopportune time ever. The first successful attempt at this new thing, and it's wiped because because they had to make it online only for a mode that shouldn't have did that.
Now, what I don't like, and this has to do with other games that does this, because Diablo's not the first one. When I log into my Xbox, it logs in as me, as TEKNOBLAST, right? And you would think any game that I fire up, it's going to be under that profile. Okay, TEKNOBLAST. And so when I fire up the game, I get the prompt, the side prompt says, which profile do you want to log in as? I'm like, well, TEKNOBLAST. It's like, I'm already logged into Zed. That's what I want to play. Just going automatically into that account. I don't have to select it again within the game. So
yeah, I hate when I see that once in a while in a game, but is it happening for everything for you? Because I was going to suggest,
not every game. It's some live services.
Certain games, yeah. Certain games do that by default in the beginning. Okay, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, not every game. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not so it's not a login problem, because what I was going to suggest is, you can put your account on your controller, right?
Yeah, and that's that's already said and done. Everything. It's It's when you're.
It's certain games will always ask no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what, it'll still ask you no matter what.
Which is dumb. I don't get that.
It's like I'm already logged in as my account. Just log in as that.
Yeah, it makes no sense. But and especially because Xbox has it to where, like, if you're on the cloud, you log in, like, all your stuff is there. You can party chat with people. All that stuff is there, right? Like, if I take my controller and I bring it to your house, I can log in as myself and see all my stuff, right?
Yeah.
If you have Halo installed, well, I can play it because I own Halo on my account, right? Stuff like that. But if you have Diablo installed in your system, I don't know if I can play it or not. Like, I might be able to play it there because you own it and get achievements, but then I go home, I don't own it. But if I was to buy the game then all that stuff, all that progress comes over. That's powered by the cloud. You expect it to be the same way there and not ask you that dumb question in certain games. But that's those games going beyond their position, I think. Like,
so this is not on the
that should be system level.
So this is not on the cloud. I already tried.
Right.
Because I'm here working. I want to have my tablet here and play in front of me, right? And so I'm like, okay, I own the game digitally. Let's see if it's part of the cloud system, and it's not. And I was hoping you have to do the remote thing where you have to, your Xbox has to turn on, you connect with your laptop, or not your laptop, but your tablet to the console, and then you stream it through your network. I didn't want to do all that jazz. I want to do it straight from the app. But
from the cloud.
You don't have that. But I thought they were supposed to do that at some point, where anything you own, you can play from the cloud.
That's the whole thing with the cloud situation. Like, I've mentioned this before. There was this tweet I made about this one game where they made NVIDIA remove it off of GeForce Now because they weren't getting any extra money for people playing the game that they already had purchased on GeForce Now. Like, they weren't getting a piece of the action, right?
Yeah.
But remember how GeForce Now works. They don't sell you games. All they sell you is access to their remote computer where you could log in with your Steam account and then, quickly install and quote unquote install, because they have local copies of the games already, right? Of the entire Steam library, right? Yeah. And it gets, it spins up a virtual instance and it lets you play it on the cloud, right?
Mm-hmm.
The developer of the game forced them to remove it and there's a couple other ones who are like that, where they want a piece of the action, and because they're not having any of it, or they block it on certain services who don't want to play ball. It's like net neutrality all over again, basically.
Yeah.
But with games. So it's getting to be a pain in the butt. So sometimes you see that. But another example is if a game like, for example, Project Wingman, I always talk about this game. Here's another example of how it fits. Like, when it came to Xbox, that was the day it came to Game Pass, right? It was on Game Pass for a year. It worked on the cloud as well. Like, if you bought the game, it's a play anywhere game. You get the Xbox and PC version, right? The achievements cross over between, so you could, you can play at home on the Xbox, and if you have an Ally, Steam Deck, or a laptop or whatever, you can play it on the go, right? Yep. And it, all your stuff keeps over, right? But also, it was on the cloud. Now, they removed it off of Game Pass. You can still buy the game; it's on there, but it's not on Game Pass. when that happened, they also took it off the cloud. And this is an indie game, right? And I'm sure it's not because the developer was like, oh, I want a piece of the action of the game. I don't know if it's on cloud. It's because he's not on Game Pass anymore. I guess he loses cloud access as well. That's kind of dumb. I don't see why all games aren't out there, but I guess the answer is the publishers want a piece of the pie. And unless they have that, it's not going to happen unless they're already on Game Pass. And that's how they're getting a piece of the pie in the first place. So it's basically money.
Tech, I don't expect that until the acquisition closes.
Yeah.
Like, because the thing is Activision is not a supporter of cloud gaming at the moment. So, and like, they just got finished saying that we would not be on cloud absent the merger. So you just had wishful thinking, kind of like me, hoping that it'll be on Play Everywhere. Or Play Anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the ROG Ally, I'm gonna want that more and more often too. Like, I'm gonna buy more of those games than double dipping.
You can depend on first party being in Game Pass, which is free. So as long as you're in Game Pass, that's pretty much the same as Play Anywhere. I just don't want to double dip anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, as it stands, I'm gonna end up having to buy it on Blizzard to play on the ROG.
Yeah,
because it goes by your Blizzard account anyway.
Yes, exactly. But just like
that's right. They got their own launcher too, right?
Yeah,
right. It's not in Steam.
Yeah, it's not in Steam.
I forgot. I haven't installed Battle.net in years.
Yeah, you haven't had to. There hasn't been anything out worth playing. Oh, speaking of which, because I know we're gonna get into the summer showcase. Well, there's that, but I mean for Tech specifically, right? Because he doesn't play World of Warcraft. But this is an example of one game that's on the showcase. I guess is better that I mention it now, because I guess we're gonna talk about the showcase in general when we get there.
Yeah.
On the Summer Game Fest. So let me just bring it up now. Path of Exile 2, and you really should know.
Dude, I thought that was Diablo.
That was Path of Exile. At first, I thought it was just more content for Diablo as well. That's what I thought. First split second, and now I was listening to what he was saying. It was the same thing with that Sand game. In the thing, I thought at first it was
with the Sandland
Dragon Quest. Right. I thought that was a Dragon Quest game from what he was saying before the footage started. Right. Yeah. I thought that was on the next Dragon Quest game, but it wasn't. But anyway, back to the point.
We got Jeremy Merchant in the hole.
Jeremy, what up, homie? So. And Dr. Vodka and everybody, I seen y'all.
Yeah, Punty.
Punty. You got Doctor, you got Punty. Punty, the real MVP, though.
Yep. So, anyway, Path of Exile 2. Like, and Realist knows, because they're always talking about in the space when we be talking with Beast Truth, right? Like, he loves, Diablo, Path of Exile. He talks about, in equal high esteem, right? People who love those type of games know about the differences between them, and it's like some people like A, some people like B, but even if they like one over the other, they still respect and like the other and have played it, right, onto some level, right? So with all the talk of Diablo, before release, a lot of people were mentioning Path of Exile. Who would have thought that a sequel would have been announced today? I didn't see that coming, right? And it's smart of them too to capitalize off the success of Diablo, right? Because it's like their main and I think only well, there's that, and there's also what's that other game? It starts with a T. The Realist. Help me out here, bro.
Toxic Commando.
Like, no. It's like Diablo and Path of Exile.
I don't know, man, but I was gonna ask y'all if y'all played Grim Dawn.
Grim Dawn, no. What is Grim Dawn? Is it like
same as Diablo?
Oh, okay, cool.
There's
a couple of these games out there. I've heard the name before, but I didn't know what genre it was. But there you go, But all I'm saying is it was a smart for them to announce it now with with the release of Diablo and doing so well that this is the other game and that's big out there. So if Diablo's Coke, well, here comes Pepsi, with Path of Exile too. And there are some people who like Path of Exile more than Diablo. So you're gonna see a lot of that talk. So hopefully the competition between them, elevates both of them. And hey, that's good game for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool.
Yeah, I saw the the Exile one, and it's like, whoa, it's like we're getting content already for that, and then it turns out to be a different title. I'm like, oh man, that looks pretty.
Torchlight.
badass.
That's the other one. Torchlight.
Yeah, I never played that, but I heard of it.
Yeah, it's really good as well, and it has a sequel. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, aren't they on like 3 by now?
I think they might be to the third one. Yeah, maybe. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
All right.
I see it because it's cheap, but I think about buying it, but I don't.
All right, we got something. Hold on.
What's that?
Friday the 13th, the game expires at the end of the year. Oh no.
Oh,
sad.
Womp womp.
The game will
Yes.
no longer be functional for both physical and digitally.
And Tech, I don't think anybody cares. Back to you.
The game. back to you, Tech. Yeah. Well,
I ain't gonna lie, man. But seeing my boy, man, I've been a huge fan since Face Off. I know we're gonna get to it, so I don't want to talk too much.
Oh, right.
Here's this douchebag I don't like, but I guess we got to talk about his show. So
yeah.
All right, what do you guys give it? What was your
ratings?
ratings
Ratings right off the muscle.
People love grades. They love scores, so we got to give them one. And,
Not to quantify things into letters or numbers. It helps to what I'm saying.
So are we giving a letter grade or a number grade?
Well, I would use a number. I have a number in mind.
I just say a letter for me.
Okay. All right.
You give whatever you want.
I'm gonna say a B.
A B?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Man,
Okay.
You're generous.
Why do you think that?
To me, I mean, in my opinion, because I've been seeing the opinion.
But your opinion can be wrong.
Right? It could be, right, if it differs from yours, right? Because yours is the only one that matters, right? But I saw several games that I was interested in, right?
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, and I saw this. I don't know if you want me to break it down, but I noticed this, like, right off rip with the first game. I said this game is starting off too strong.
What, the Prince of Persia?
Prince of Persia, and then right into Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's like the crescendo. Like, what happens after that? And I was not too far off from what I was thinking was going to happen. It all went downhill, and it had a few peaks, but way too many valleys. And I mean, I love The Witcher, so I was happy to see Witcher. But I'm gonna give it a B.
Wait, The Witcher? But they didn't do anything about Witcher. They just talk about the show.
That's what I care about. I mean, I mean, this is a Sony showcase.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a Sony showcase. So, like, when you go to a Sony showcase, you're gonna get some.
Well, that's what they do nowadays. Yeah,
it's okay for Sony. It's just not okay for Xbox.
No, yeah.
So, what about you guys?
Go ahead,
You want me
Sig.
to go next? Okay. Well, I disagree with him with the B. I give it a bad grade, but at the same time, I could see where the B is coming from. So my score, I give it a 6 out of 10. I guess that's a D, right?
That's an F.
Hey man, where I come from, that was an F. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
an F. Like a D was like a 70. That was
70.
Dude,
and above, right?
I'm a military brat, and that's an F everywhere I've ever lived.
Yeah, like 70 was bare minimum growing up. You know what I'm saying?
70, you could pass to the next grade, but you know.
Yeah.
That's like you barely by the skin of your teeth, and that was
Hey,
that was disappointing.
70, you pass or you don't get to play football.
Yeah,
That was me.
Mm-hmm.
that was about it. So, like, it was below that. Okay, it didn't pass, right? But it was well on its way to doing so. It started off strong, right? And I like the method of presentation. No BS from game to game to game, when he spoke, he really didn't say anything out of pocket. Nothing crazy happened.
There was a couple of things, and I'll get to that.
But the truly most minor nitpicks, you know, I have no love for this man, right? But I'm not going to sit here and poke and prod at things that don't need to be poked and prodded at.
That's me. That's me. That's the what I'll poke at is probably something like, "What do you complain about, Tech?" You know,
right? Like, he did a good job as host. He kept it flowing. The flow was good, right? It was going great in the beginning, right? But even when the content started to get lackluster, right? At least the format was good. It went from game to game to game. If there was a segment in between, it was quick and to the point. It made sense. It wasn't weird or cringe. No crazy music performances or nothing stupid, right? It was generally the way you should do it. My issue was the content itself wasn't so great after a point early on. Then it started to go. It's like, you watch those American Pie movies. They all have that grunge soundtrack from the early 2000s, and it's all downhill from here. And that's basically what happened, right? Yeah. It just got worse and worse and worse. And I was just like, bro, I was about to tune out, and then it finally was at the end. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch the rest. And then it turned out to be that Final Fantasy. They had been hyping that up. That was such a letdown from all the hype he put into it, right? That's the one thing I'm gonna say that he did wrong. He hyped up some things that didn't need to be hyped up. And there was one time, I'm not going to knock him for it. I just got to mention, and it wasn't unintentional, and he tried to kill the hype. But you see, the real him came out and was like, nah, no, don't get hyped. Don't get hyped. This is just something. This is just an ad break, right? It was DoorDash with Taco Bell and Final Fantasy 16, right? Yes. And once again, I'm not knocking him on that. And he was, but you saw the real him come out, like the real came out. And he was like, yeah, hey, chill.
Yeah.
It's not that. But other than that, yeah, I mean, like, everybody's saying it's better in the Sony show. That's an infinitely low bar to pass. That's one of the worst shows ever by anybody. Yeah, like, that's not saying much. It's not ass. I don't wish my time back. I don't regret watching. I've seen other showcases that quote unquote was superior in terms of overall content. Right?
When though? When was the last show that you
I don't even know when.
Right.
Okay.
Honestly. But
so when was the Sony show? Like a couple weeks ago?
Like May 22nd or 24th or something like that.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had the date then. Why didn't they just announce it during their show?
Okay. This is what everybody's thinking. That this was the reactionary thing, right? To all the bad press that they got during the Sony show, right? That they showed it all, but didn't show no date. So they, at the next venue, they made sure they got dude out there on stage and everything, right? He talked a little bit before they played the footage, right?
Yeah.
And boom. Okay. Put the date up in momentous fashion to address all the complaints. I guess that's what that was. Because if it was a petty or like emotional response, it would have happened online sometime between today and the showcase, right? That Sony had. They wouldn't have waited for this event to do it now. So, but I still believe that it was in response to that. But there's still every possibility that the date would have been revealed today anyway. And that was always the plan, which was, once again, an L for Sony, because that was a stupid move. That was a stupid choice to make. To announce the date here, knowing what sort of content that they had on their showcase. Right?
Yeah.
But then again, Sig, like somebody else asked the question, why would you show it here instead of at your show? Right. Exactly. Same for Final Fantasy. But you would have to say that who's the king of showcases right now? It's Jeff Keighley. So there should be more eyes on a Keighley showcase than a PlayStation showcase. That's the only thing I can come up with. Or they needed something to be significant for their biggest pony with the most influence. So we're gonna give him this exclusive and announce our release date here at Summer Games Fest. That's the only thing I can come up with. Even if they did announce a release date for Spider-Man and Final Fantasy, their show was still stinky, moldy buns.
Yeah, those two things would not have saved it. But it's just another example. But it's just further examples of how Sony messed up when they did their showcase, right? Like this showcase, only made that one seem worse than it was, or actually as truly bad for what it really, really, really was. It was really lackluster. And here's two more examples why, right? Two dates that they should have announced right there and they didn't for whatever reason, because they knew what they had.
I did like it was focused on third party than it was.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what this show.
I mean, what else would there be, Tech? And we can get it. Right. We can get into this. I'll get into it after your letter grade. I won't forget. But well, yeah, go ahead.
You know, you would think that one would think because Xbox needs to give this show something to kind of give it more exposure, and that's like I'd rather not because this dick does not put any enthusiasm. This guy doesn't put any enthusiasm behind any when they come up for Xbox.
Exactly. That's why.
And I made videos like that before, and I showed it. And
that's one of your better little videos, man. But like that's exactly right though, Tech. Like I'm tired of them showing them love. They basically carried the game showcase outside of the awards for 2 years, and then when they don't show up, the fans turn on them, right? Mm-hmm. But this dude has zero enthusiasm about Xbox. He's not an Xbox fan, and that's why Xbox is such a huge advocate for E3 and keeping E3 alive. Because having Jeff Keighley, who's obviously biased, all of the Xbox fans know he's biased. Like no, but
even one of the guest people that's on the stage say, "We know how much you love exclusives." I don't know if you saw that.
That was the Spider-Man guy.
That was a Spider-Man. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, he said we know how much you love exclusives, so we're pleased to announce. But yeah, I'm glad Xbox didn't show him no love. I'm glad, and I hope they never show. I hope they never show his showcase love.
No, and that's me right there. So I'd rather not give anything to this guy or to his Game Awards. Well, I guess Game Awards is a bit different. Since you love PlayStation so much and you love blowing on that controller with a smile, let's see how much Sony contributes to your showcases. Let's see how Sony can help you shine, because you're obviously not a fan of us. Why should we show you anything else good? We'll do it when it's convenient for us. Let's see what you do without us. They had a whole lot of games that have been shown more than once before this showcase as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys want to win that Porsche Xbox Series?
I didn't enter, but I'd like it.
I did enter it twice.
I didn't bother. But Realist, you give me some things to mull over there, because it's funny that you say that, but like at the same time, I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, should I up my grade or should I reduce my grade further? Or does it not really relevant to this? Because they didn't. Yeah, Xbox wasn't there at all.
No.
All they did was show you a console.
But it's better for my not enjoyment of the show that Xbox wasn't there at all, right? They weren't there at all. They didn't support this mofo with nothing. I didn't peep game to that because I was already expecting this just to be a third-party show, right? Like that's like most of what was on the Sony showcase should have just been here anyway, right? That was the major complaint. And if you remove those, what did Sony really have that was first party? Almost nothing, right? So when I think of this, I'm like, number one, that makes this show even worse, right? But at the same time, is better for my enjoyment that Xbox wasn't there at all, and I didn't even realize that. That is so awesome.
I noticed that.
I'm hopeful for the Xbox showcase.
All right, so let me pause here. Let me pause here for a second. I'm gonna remove our Twitter feed, and if they're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube because it's getting removed here.
Yeah, but I noticed during the show, Tech. I mean, Sick, because I was like, all they showed was an Xbox. You know who advertised Xbox on the Keeleys more than Xbox? Samsung. Mm-hmm. Samsung advertised Xbox more than Xbox on the Keeley showcase, and I'm here for that. I mean, hopefully Xbox continues to not put so much energy into people who have zero energy for them.
That's exactly what I've been talking about this whole time too, and I didn't even realize it when I had it. I didn't even realize. You're right.
So Punty's asking, I like the way Keeley didn't mention the Street Fighter thing was day one on Game Pass. What about that? So he's talking about the Street Fighter Exo Primal
really?
collab. Yes,
I didn't know that. Cool.
So it's coming. It's coming to Game Pass now. I guess it's Exo Primal with the skins of Street Fighter. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
imagine.
Ryu.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
but
coming to Game
we've
Pass.
always known that it was Game Pass. They announced that like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. For Exo Primal, yes, but for that collab, I
Yeah,
guess.
the
So is
collab, though, I had
so is
no
that
idea.
skin included as well?
I
Like,
guess.
I assume so.
Yeah, I would assume so.
okay. Hey,
So-
unfortunately, I still don't have much interest in that game.
But it's a win for the platform, I guess. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
a
I mean, the
wow.
game looks interesting. It's definitely different, and I'm always talking about, these developers trying something different and new ideas. But like, I don't know, man. I don't want to triple it.
Here we go. This is what you wanted. Was this guy? So it's always fun
to take his face.
It's always fun to see a celebrity get on stage for like a gaming thing because it's out of their comfort zone. I think and to see them how they talk and how they react to the crowd. Keanu Reeves is awesome when he comes on board.
So is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. It was great.
I'll tell you who wasn't. I'll tell you who wasn't.
Who?
Al Pacino. Al Pacino knows nothing about video games. He probably tells his grandchildren to turn that crap off, and he just got up there ranting. I don't know who went first. I don't know who was worse, he or Chris, whatever his name is from God of War. Bro, that was horrible.
I don't remember that thing. I don't even remember the whole Al Pacino thing. So.
Al Pacino talked for so long about things that had nothing to do with gaming. Like, like, all right, man, you go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, so he's doing.
But
okay, when they show the clips of him in the game, it looks so. I don't know. I don't know if it's stale, but he was talking about how it captured his emotions and doing this was different and so on and so forth. And when he saw his figure in the game, his face was just one dimensional, like no matter what he was doing in the game, right? There's no emotion in the games whatsoever. Let me see if I can find it.
I don't play Dead by Daylight.
I don't
Dead by Daylight, but I might give it a try so I can play with my boy, man. I want to be in tune. What did he say? In unison.
Yeah.
Or whatever he said. Connected, linked.
There you go. Look, that face right there is the same throughout the whole scene of this game. Like everywhere, it just doesn't move.
I mean, but it's not Last of Us or anything like that.
I know, but still,
bro, his face doesn't animate. Realist, what are you?
That's what I'm saying.
About?
It doesn't animate.
Look, it's a solid face. What is this? NES, man? 6 pixels.
Isn't this like an asymmetrical?
That face he has
game?
right there is basically the same face he has the whole time with the raised eyebrow and everything.
Isn't this like an asymmetrical multiplayer game where somebody's trying to kill you? I don't think I'm going to care about his facial animations when somebody's trying to kill me.
I know, but once you want a character to be like, come on, let's go. You're like in a hurry, but he's like this. Come on.
His face is plain. like moral win faces.
Yes.
But no, I mean, if it was a game like by Remedy or one of the upper echelon studios where it's about cinematics, then yeah, I'd be like, I want to see better.
They should have put Travolta in there with them too.
Oh, but see, he has to see if you put them together. One has to be Castor Troy and whatever John Travolta's name was.
Yeah.
See, it's obvious that Castor Troy was my boy.
Just like, hey man, he's common. Sure, man. What else do you want? He's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, man. But now I don't play it. I've heard people say that they liked it, and I always see the DLC on sale. Like,
there's a bunch of skins for whatever.
Yeah,
themes
I don't. There's so many games out there that hasn't piqued my interest enough. But Nicolas Cage might get me to play 5 minutes and fall into it.
With this no emotion face.
I'm not gonna care. if it's as action packed as people say it is, I don't think I'll care. Because it's supposed to be, like a survival game. It's a survival game. Yeah. Survival game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like now, if it was him, and like Remedy made it or somebody like that, or Coalition made it, I would expect to see all the things that you want to see from that game now, because the production value is not going to be there. And anytime we see it in a multiplayer game, we should give them their props. Anytime
Mr. Kima, like Al Pacino is 79 or 81 years old, and he has a newborn. This is true. They're making a big deal. A baby at 81. It's like, it's like, dude, you're a grandpa, a great grandpa having a baby.
You should do a DNA test. Just saying.
I doubt that any. See, when you get to that level, you don't need DNA tests. That's for regular dudes like us. You know what I'm saying? Chick not gonna mess up the bag like that.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just
she jumped on that old man with a purpose.
Oh yeah.
Actually, from what I heard,
he's like, I'm locked in now.
Not so long ago either, too. So he already wait, that's not Al Pacino. That's the other guy from Goodfellas. From Godfather. Not Al Pacino. The guy who played his father when he was younger in the Godfather sequel. In the
Marlon Brando.
Not Marlon Brando. Or Marlon Brando's character when he was younger. The other dude, man.
I don't know, bro.
Robert De Niro.
Oh, Robert De Niro.
Like the main reason he's been doing all these movies in the past, like since like 2015 and stuff, is with the divorce. Man, he lost mad money. Now he's got to get his stack back, right? And so I imagine Al Pacino is in similar straits. I think he don't really got it like fever. That. I mean, yeah. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, his problems, yeah.
I've always had jungle fever, baby. Woo!
Are two different levels still, I'm sure.
I've had jungle fever since a teenager, man.
Yeah,
even when that movie Jungle Fever came out, that's when I had jungle fever. You think that?
But no, look, going through the games, right? Prince of Persia that you just showed about 5-10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are not interested in it?
Oh, I like it. Yeah. I like those type of games. I play those type of games all the time.
My hype level for Prince of Persia, a game that I grew up playing, is about an 8, and it's like completely redone.
Yes.
And that reminds me of like the Sonic game, right?
Yes.
They finally showed 2D Sonic the love that they should have been showing it. Like, it actually looks like an upgrade for the current generation.
Oh, and Ben, I have a theory about that game. So,
what you got?
There was a homebrew project. They actually released a couple levels. It was called Sonic 2 HD. See if you can Google that up. Meanwhile, right? But the project went dead many years ago. Nobody heard. Like, and Sega has worked with people particularly in the Sonic fan community. Like the Sonic Mania, that was made by the guys who basically made their own Sonic the Hedgehog engine, right? That was compatible with all the formats of the old games, right? And they used that to make the this, right? Let's see if you can find some footage, if there's footage on the website or something. But basically, this was they made all the mobile versions of Sonic 1, 2, 3, and then they were hired to make Sonic Mania, which was very successful. And then also they all that work that they did, that was what was the basis of Sonic Origins, that collection they had last year. So that's all the same thing. Now, here's one, like I said, looks real great, but it's been dead for years. I wouldn't be surprised. No, I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised that like Sega hired these guys to make this version, because it's ridiculous. It looks a lot like it, but more up to date.
Oh,
see, this is you can play this right now. It's still on their website. It's still there. But it's like the first 2 levels of Sonic 2, right?
Yeah,
it's fantastic. It's fantastic. So I wouldn't be surprised they were influenced by this, or maybe they hired these guys or something. Because I mean, you could see the relation instantly.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to cut. Is that the game that you told him to look up?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the one.
Yeah, but see, they finally like really updated it, and a lot of people.
Yes.
I saw the sentiment on the internet or the Twitterverse, and people were interested in the game. So like,
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oof.
It's 70.
Yeah, man. Full price.
No way.
Yes, I saw people talking about that on Twitter. Kind of.
Well, I mean, honestly, it looks like all of the Sonic games updated. I won't be buying it, but I can see the value in it. Not for 70. I got too many other games to play. Cause Tech, I know, like, cause see, like Tech, like you, what did you get? What grade did you give the show, Tech?
I haven't given it yet.
I didn't think so. So I'm asking.
What's your grade?
D for dumb.
Dang, that's low.
Yeah, we were talking about this before we went live, and there were some things I like. I like the Prince of Persia. I like the Path of Exile. Sandland looked pretty cool.
Boring.
Warhammer, Toxic Commando, Like a Dragon, Immortals. Those look good. I liked it. It's just there was something missing from it it's just like it didn't have that. I was telling Sick earlier, it doesn't have that it. They kind of blew your mind. Like, oh my god, that was amazing. It just didn't have it.
But it led with that for me. It
led with some of it. Yeah, that and Prince of Persia.
But I know that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to wait for you to say the man who changed his name or lost his name. That should have got you.
No, yeah, that one got me too, and that was towards the end of it, I think. Yeah, because when I saw him, I was like, "Oh crap, another Yakuza game!" Right? It's more of a Like a Dragon game, but still, I like that character, Kiryu.
No, it didn't look like a dragon. It looked like the regular.
Yeah,
but it has the title of Like a Dragon, though. I mean, like it's a spinoff.
Oh, yeah, but you were doing your own fighting.
Oh, yeah. That's also the name of the live action movie. I think Like a Dragon is more of like a coverall thing for certain elements of the franchise, anyway. So,
yeah. So yeah, I'm a Yakuza fan, and seeing that character Kiryu-san, Kiryu, he's awesome.
Well said. I can't say it like that. Can't roll the R's that well.
Yeah, Kiryu. But yeah, he's awesome. I love that character. Him and Goro Majima. Oh, dude, those two guys are amazing.
Oh yeah.
Those two guys are amazing.
Something else, that guy.
Let's see. But yeah, I mean, it didn't have that it factor, that something that like wowed you, like, oh hell yeah, It's just like you said at the beginning, like, oh man, Mortal Kombat. Okay, we get more explanations or more video of it. It looked awesome. Prince of Persia was awesome. I like those type of games.
Yes.
But then like you guys said, it just went. It fell flat after that. So.
Yeah, once I saw Mortal Kombat, I said it only goes down from here.
And
right.
And then so now that we've had this show and Sony, which to me were duds, both of them. I guess depending on how you look at it, to me it was a dud. They just handed Xbox.
Yeah,
they just handed Xbox a silver platter. Like, here you go.
But also.
And we've had these moments before, and Xbox has failed. Where like, dude, you just had it. It's like they gave it to you easily.
Yeah, but what did they have to capitalize with though?
I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys say that, but never before has Microsoft ever been in the position that they are now, where like, yeah, they gave it to them on a silver platter, and they're gonna eat off of it this time because they have what they need to be able to capitalize on these things.
Yeah,
right. What they do have, I could say, though, they at least have where, by default, they have more than Sony in the first-party thing for those who care about that, right? They have two things to show that will be there, we know, and that's already better than the one that Sony had with Spider-Man. So for those keeping count, by default, it already is a better show. Like, they can't mess that up. They're going to show that footage, and Starfield has its whole segment on its own. I'm sure they'll show a little trailer, whatever, during the show proper, right? And then the in-depth afterwards, right? And we're gonna see Forza. That's gonna be well received. We already know that by default it already wins, but that's not what we want. We don't want to technically you're better by default.
Yeah.
Finally, everything's on the silver platter, and it's just like Rilla said, freaking eat off it, bro. Like, just do it. Just do it. Like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Yep.
So, So yeah, those are a few games I liked. Space
And then
Mode.
that game right there got a demo.
Oh, Liza P.
Liza P.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
I already took that off my wish list because it's a Souls type game.
But it's on
Yeah.
Game Pass.
I
don't care.
I'm not.
Oh, you're
into
not gonna
this.
try it at all. Okay.
Nah.
No, I mean I'm gonna try. I intend to try it eventually, but it's not a game that I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait
Day
till his
one,
Game
right.
Pass.
Right.
Doctor, he's like, he must have his "P.S. I love you" jersey on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year's gonna be different. Like it was bad enough that Sony dropped a dud, but then this show, for it to be, I mean, if I graded the same way I graded Sony show, because I was like, okay, Sony show is bad because it's not a showcase; it's a state of play show. So if I
Yeah,
grade
for
this
sure.
one, right, considering that this is the show that we're cheering in the streets because EA is dead. I mean, E3 is dead.
Yeah.
This is what's supposed to erase E3 from our memories, and it did do that. And if I graded it on that basis, then I have to agree with you guys. But normally when I grade a show, I grade it based on how many games I want to play that I see from the show. Oh, the rock music got louder. Oh,
Ironically, I saw more from the Sony show than I saw from this, in terms of that regard. That I wanted to play,
oh, see, for me, nah.
and I guess
didn't
that's
see.
a personal thing.
I didn't
That's a
see
personal.
anything from Sony showcase. No. I would play Foam Stars.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I play Splatoon with my wife.
That's cool, but what makes you want to play Homestar just because you play Splatoon? Are you okay?
And I just like lodged my finger between the chair and the table. I'm like, oh,
Oh.
crap.
Oh, that sucks. Damn. Don't do that. That's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that. Oh, snap.
Yeah,
I didn't
I hit leave.
Oh. Damn, he got mad because of my grade.
Yeah, he tried to make fun of me for liking Splatoon. That's what happened.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh, that's why you weren't saying nothing. I wasn't trying, but that's what I was trying to say.
No, I wasn't
trying to
saying
make it funny.
anything. I grabbed my phone and hit leave.
He's like, I'm out of here.
He's like,
I'm taking my Splatoon and go have some fun.
Okay, what games did you see from Sony that made you want to play them?
I don't remember, but there were more. I remember seeing.
That's how
more
bad it was. You can't
third-party
remember.
games that I could say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's like 4 games I want to try. But when I saw this, I saw definitely I saw games I want to try. I just want to say that there were more, but that's a personal thing for me, right? But overall, it was just like, either one didn't really have that many. Like,
No,
but that depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see a lot, but you did.
Well, yeah, I mean that Faye game. I'm interested in that game. I mean, I might not play it, but I like those types of games that remind me of playing kiddie games, being a kid and stuff like that. I think it's Faithfarer. No, Wayfarer is that PlayStation exclusive. But it's Faith something. But I'll look at my other phone in a minute. But like that game, and then my boy Ghost being in the game, I was sold. Just like I was sold at Nicolas Cage. If they put Khal Drogo in the game, I want that game too. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Jason Momoa.
Oh, Jason Momoa. Yeah.
Yeah. If they put him in the game, I want to play it. But like Prince of Persia, of course, Mortal Kombat, the Toxic Commanders.
Yeah, Toxic Commando look good.
Yeah, that's the one I'm saying that had Ghost in it, or what's his name? Omari Hardwick.
I'll see if I can
From
find
Power. And yeah, so let me see. I'm trying to go off the top of my memory. Oh yeah, Liza P is a good. If you like Souls games, that's a total win for you, right? And a lot of PlayStation fans will say that the show is a 10 just because of Final Fantasy,
Right.
But there are a lot of games that I saw. I'm about to pull up the list in a second because I had the list up, then I started looking for Sonic.
Warhammer reminded me of Gears, but like insane.
Yes.
Did it look good? Did it look good?
No, that was another one that looked great.
Yeah, it looked great.
Let's see.
It looked great.
This
But here's
guy.
the thing about it too. Like Warhammer, I've been watching videos about that on YouTube, like finding out about the lore for like past year plus, right? That is the most effed up, and they call it grimdark for a reason, right? It's like the most effed up situation. Everything they try to present, it's always like the worst thing. Every side is crooked in their own way. Like the demons aren't like any worse than the humans because the humans are equally effed up the demons, right? And like orcs and other wild stuff. Like, and Warhammer is just a setting where there should have been crazy games that make Gears look like patty cake, like it should be on.
Yeah, Gears,
Kids,
like
right?
Warhammer makes Gears look like Disneyland.
Exactly.
It makes you look tame.
It makes it look tame. I'm not saying Gears is bad or nothing for Gears heads to come after me. Dr. Vodka, that means you, bro. I'm just saying in terms of the most.
That game is new, man. That game is new.
No, I'm just talking about Warhammer 40K, the franchise in and of itself, right? Is just crazy. So it's shocking to me after learning about it in the past year plus, right? That there's not a bevy of games that have been doing this, right? Like this hopefully blows up, more people get into it, and like I know what's his name from The Witcher is working on a project, like he's a big fan of the franchise with the table to all that nerdy shit, right?
Henry Cavill?
Yes, big fan. Oh, you know he's a PC, like he's into his, his bag with certain things, and he's a big fan of Warhammer, right? And so he's behind some project, a TV movie. I'm not really sure what it's gonna be, but
I need to get on his workout plan because he's a gamer and he's looking like that.
Yeah, bro. But this looks ridiculous.
He's not a game. He's not like you. He goes to work out.
And if you like Proteus, they have a bolt gun, Warhammer bolt gun. It's a mindless old school boomer shooter FPS. Fun as hell. That's what I've been playing lately. Fun as hell.
Trying to get some more Warhammer stuff here.
Yeah, but Warhammer is ridiculous, bro. Just
it
like,
does.
Oh my god.
It's like when I saw that, I was like, dude, that is Gears like on steroids. It just looks insane.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then you got the other one coming out too, the Dark Tide, I think it's called.
Dark Tide, yes.
One day.
One day, whenever that comes out.
Oh yeah, they've been working on that forever.
And I know we've seen it. I know we've already seen it, right? But Alan Wake, that was a good one there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all interested in that.
Alan Wake, yeah. Oh,
yeah. But we had seen and known about that already. So for this show, it didn't make the show worse or nothing. The fact that they
actually showed gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
So it seems like Alan now is not a controllable character. He's like stuck somewhere. And you have that new female character as your main one?
No, he said it was 50-50.
Oh, 50-50.
There's a plot twist. Yeah, eventually you get to that point, then maybe you get to control them or something, maybe.
He said it was 50-50, and then he said you could play with one all the way to the end or the other all the way to the end. So
punty. He always got his comments here. He's like, I know how to give you some tips to build your forearms, but I can't say it here.
Wow. yeah, we know what Punty's doing. To those AI women. He was courting this woman for years. Come to find out she wasn't even real.
Wow.
So what do y'all know about Sandland?
That was the game that I thought was going to be Dragon Quest when he was saying all those things, right? That was Dragon Quest. I thought he was talking about Akira Toriyama and Enix, And I know
it is Akira Toriyama,
right? But it's a new IP. I thought it was going to be Dragon Quest. I thought he was about to show off like Dragon Quest, right there for America, like first. Well, not just for America, in general for the world.
America.
Like, because usually when they show off a new Dragon Quest, they do it at a Japanese event or a Japanese, like they'll do it on Nintendo or Sony, not at a third party thing. And so, like in hindsight, I realized, man, it couldn't have been that. But yeah, new IP, Akira Toriyama and Enix and Bird Studios and all of that working together. I mean, it's something new and different. Yeah,
it is
like
new and different. I'm into it. I saw it. I like that. I put that on my wish list. And we'll see. We'll see when we get to it. Man, we're crowded now. There's so many things. So many titles that I haven't played yet that I want to play. Games that are out now, like Diablo. You got Starfield coming out. It's just like you could say these games are spread out between now and like next couple of years, but still, it's like, what about the
and September itself is pretty packed from what I've seen, because I was watching the live feed from Sean786, right? And he brought that up because he was noticing, and he was right. There's a lot coming to September specifically, like the summer game season usually
it's crowded
ends, because it used to be summer was dead up until like NCAA football, right? And then Madden a month later, right? But the summertime was usually dead for releases. For many, it was a thing, right? It was like that quiet time. Developers, was working on their stuff, for fall. And then at E3 time, we would see what was going to happen in fall time, and then but summer would be dead, right? But no, that doesn't happen anymore. But September, which is going to be like more traditional, where like that's going to be when the wave starts. Like we're starting to get stuff already with Street Fighter and Diablo, and Redfall that didn't work out. But it's going to be a little bit of a pause. There's a couple of things here and there. Maybe E3 should not some more things for the summer that we don't know about somehow, right? But other than that, beginning with September, it's on to the end of the year, as far as I know, and then early next year with Final Fantasy. Who knows how early next year that is, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of games coming out in general.
The Sandland reminds me of Borderlands, but like jacked up with the cell shader artwork.
I don't know. I don't know. That's not exclusive, is it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think it was.
Probably not. Oh no! Bandai doesn't do that. Yeah, it's not exclusive.
Yeah, Namco, they use Unreal. Yeah.
No, I'm saying Bandai doesn't do exclusivity crap.
Right.
No. So it looks fun. I play it. It's different.
Oh yeah, I definitely play it. Not for $70.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come down.
It looks good though. Like it looks fun.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not knocking it at all.
So look, is Pal World exclusive?
Which one?
Maybe, because I saw Andrea hyping it up. It might be.
Yeah, I think Pal World is Xbox PC. People were making fun of it for being a Pokemon clone.
Right.
And I was like, man, I'd rather have a Pokemon clone than a Splatoon clone.
Yes.
So let's go.
Oh, is that the one that somebody said? Like, the guy said it was a Pokemon with guns.
Yeah, Pokemon with guns. Basically, that's what it looks like.
But that's fine, man. I'm glad that, because like Pokemon reigns supreme all on its own. Nobody even bothers. Got to be something else, man. Yeah. Especially if I'm dumping Nintendo next generation. You know what I mean? Because I bought Arceus. I'm not going to buy every single Pokemon they drop, 3 times a year, 4 times a year. And then this last one, it didn't run good. Even my neighbor, who's a big Pokemon nerd, said it wasn't all that. So
yeah, I've heard that too. It doesn't. Oh, the performance is ass. Yeah, I've heard that.
So what I did notice is that this Focus Entertainment Group has tons of games in this showcase.
Bro, Focus. I was gonna say, man, everybody keeps talking about Xbox should buy this and Xbox should buy that. Bro, Focus or Embracer, like those people are like doing a lot of work and making a lot of deals for a lot of games. But unfortunately, none of the games are like huge.
Yeah. All they do is like they invest, right? So they have a piece, right? And they just profiting because they own so many. Overall, they're just profiting because what I noticed is they don't interfere with them very much either. It's like they just own a piece to get a piece of the check, and that's it.
Well, they publish too, like because
they publish, and they do everything they need to. But
I like that they tied in the John Bon Jovi song in this.
Oh yeah.
What's that? The toxic.
Yeah.
Yes. Or whatever.
Yes.
Shut it high.
Are you too late? Yeah, that. I never knew the words to that song until they sang it.
Dude, how can you go wrong with like Infected or zombie-like game? I mean, I like it. I like those type of games.
Well, you already know I'm sold at zombie. So then it looks like.
I'm not.
Yeah. But I know you're not. But look at like the hordes. If the game looks like that,
It looks good though. It looks good. It looks good. I'm zombied out.
It kind of has that free to play look about it.
I see it.
Yeah,
kind of has that free to play look about it. Kind of like it looks like a phone commercial. You know, like you you're playing one game and then you get a commercial for another game, and when you look at the game in the App Store, it looks nothing like the game you saw in the video. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting from this one. And then there was another game that I saw, man, with this guy like turned into a ghost when he dodged. I'll come across it and I'll tell you what I'm talking about, because I'm looking at the list, and then I know like after Gollum, right?
So they're really milking the whole Lords of the Rings stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, people. Well, I mean, who bought that? Embracer?
I don't know.
So yeah, Embracer has the rights to Lord of the Rings in Amazon, or is it Amazon?
Yes.
I think Embracer has the gaming rights, and then
Embracer has the gaming rights,
and then Amazon has the movie rights because they have a TV show.
Right.
Well, yeah.
But Embracer didn't make Gollum though. So I don't know how that. Hold up. Yeah, because Shadow of Mordor is WB.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and this one looks good too. But I thought Gollum looked good. But man, you guys are hating on Gollum, man. You guys are hating on the Spiegel.
I don't know one way or another.
It's the public hitting on Schmiegel. I wouldn't play that game. No,
I'm gonna look again. I'm gonna watch the show again. That's how much I enjoyed the show. I don't know what you guys didn't like, man. I don't know what you guys.
You know what? Why don't you just call Jeff and see if you can hang out with him tonight?
Nah, man. Look, F Jeff, bro. But like I said before, though, like if I'm grading this on like this your key, this is supposed to take the place of E3. Nah, because if you notice, Microsoft never moved from E3, right? Yeah. This summer game showcase could have taken place in the summer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even summer yet, right? So, I mean, this is not gonna take the place of E3, but it has to be like a real meeting of the minds where all of your biggest publishers show their best, like the way it used to be, right? Yeah. Because show, and then you get a bunch of piss poor shows throughout the year. That's not exciting. This was one of the best shows that I've seen in recent memory. You know what I'm saying? Like the games that they showed were good. Jeff didn't talk too much.
That's good because I can't stand him.
That was all I'm saying from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, and
like the format was good. It was just the content was lacking, in my opinion.
Well, it started strong, and
yes.
He really met. And how do you have so many people around you? I know he doesn't organize this alone. You have all these people around you, and nobody told you that Mortal Kombat should be the anchor. Like nobody. That's something that you say. That's something that you hook the audience in with, and you say, "Guys, stay tuned because we got Mortal Kombat 1 on the way."
Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Yeah, we got more to come.
That's your hook. Because I'm gonna be honest, anchoring with Final Fantasy VII Part 3.
Part 2, I think.
Part 3, bro. You had Final Fantasy Remake. Then you had Remake Integrate, and then you have this.
Oh, that was just a DLC type of thing for the first one. That's not a whole second one.
Did you see where he tried to knock that one? I don't know if it was an indie game or what, but it was like Animal Party or something.
Oh, okay.
He said at the end of it, he goes, "You guys wanted variety? Here you go."
Mm-hmm. I don't remember the game, but I remember what he said. Only on Summer Games Fest. Mortal Kombat and Animal Party. But that's not the game, though.
It's like, you dick, dude. Just give it some credit to the guys who made it. Jeez.
Well, no, because he already knows, just like we know. And that's why you got a lot of Xbox fans already prepping themselves to be upset when they see those types of games. It's like he knows that we're the hardcore are really the people who are watching these shows, bro.
Yeah.
Like, like people find these games on their own. Like, the hardcore is not tuning in for 2 hours to see games like that. And he knew it. Everybody knows it, but they got to show it because everybody needs to feel important. Everybody needs a participation trophy. That's how that goes. He knew nobody wanted to see that game, so he had to crack a joke about it. I'm gonna cut old G off some slack on that one.
Was it? Wait. Was it that animal one or was it this one that's coming up? Watch. Let me see. Yes, Jeff. You know you don't want to look at that Xbox.
He didn't even want to touch it.
Yeah.
I like it that it's white though, but I'm gonna I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try really, really hard because they better come out with a Starfield custom console, and I'm gonna try my damnedest to get a hold of this one because I missed out on the Halo console.
What they need to do is come out with these fathead type of stickers. Like, you remember fatheads, like the sports, like right? You stick them on the wall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like they
first
need to have that for Xbox, right? It would be easy, and for PlayStation, for all the consoles, right? It's basically like the same way with fathead, where you put them on, and then later on you might get a different one with a different design, right? Instead of like a whole console.
Oh, you want skins?
Yeah, skins, but like easily removable, like the fatheads are.
Once you go to Xbox Pope,
I don't want, but like that should be a thing I should be able to find retail. Like, they have all these accessories for Steam Deck and every other device in the world, but the consoles get accessories, yeah, but not like that where it's simple. You just go buy it and everybody knows it. It's like I don't understand why that specifically is not a thing. I mean, it's Pope, but there's, you know what I'm saying?
Well, because my skin is an Xbox X-Ray. I got it from Pope, and then D-Brand has skins as well.
Oh, so like D-Brand has them. Okay.
Yeah, there are options out there. It's like you just gotta find what you like, you know. But like when I bought the Needler controller, I got a free Xbox skin, so I took advantage of it.
Sweet.
But like, yeah, it's the Xbox X-Ray, so you can see where everything is in the Xbox on the skin, you know. Like,
oh, nice.
The magical SSD, the CPU, the thank you from Seattle, all that stuff.
The thank you from Seattle, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like on the CPU. Like, I don't know where it is, so but it says thank you from Seattle and all that in there. You can see it. It's all right. I want to take it off now. I've had it since Halo came out. That's when I got it.
So you didn't get the score to Halo Infinite Series X?
Oh, speaking of scores, you still haven't given your score.
Yeah,
I did.
He gave it a D for a dud.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I didn't have to do this earlier this week. I just happened to see it because you don't find these at all really at the stores. And nobody really buys them because that's why you can't find them anywhere. But I bought the expansion card for the Xbox. Right?
Oh,
but
you mean the new one from Western Digital?
No, but
the Seagate ones. Okay.
This is the 512.
Oh, okay.
Right? The small one, which you never see these anywhere at the stores or even online. Yeah. And if you do see them, they want double the price for the 512.
Well, speaking of, I heard Seagate recently dropped the prices on both.
Yeah. So
they got to meet competition.
So Walmart had this just laying on top of the counter, bam, at the gaming section, which Walmart's notorious to have like a crappy ass gaming section, right? And so they had this. I'm like, oh, they got the 512. And so we're like, I looked it up. It's like, okay, they dropped the price to $89, right? And so I went to the counter and said, hey, price check this. She's like, it's $89. She's like, all right, I'll take it. So I took it.
Nice.
Now, do I need it? I don't need it. But it's like one of those
2 terabyte, but that's way too much money right now.
But it's one of those things that like you don't see many of the 512s at all in the wild.
It's like it's like unobtainium.
You can't find them, right? And if you do see them, people are wanting double the price for this.
It makes no sense. We can just get a 1 terabyte for double the price.
Exactly. Yeah, you can get the 1 terabyte, which I'm fine. I got 3 1 terabytes, so I'm good.
Well, I need another one, but I got one day one with my system, but I need another. But I'd rather get a 2 terabyte, right? But like,
oh yeah, I mean, I'd rather get the 2 terabyte, but even then, it's still too high.
Yeah, if they make a 4, you're talking about $600.
Yeah, man, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but like,
so right now, this is a collectible because it's still sealed. I haven't even opened it.
Oh, speaking of things to
see, look, Punty says he didn't even know it existed. The 512.
Oh yeah,
they must not have Walmart's down under.
Okay, so can you put up that link that I just put in the private chat there? Because here's something I want, and thanks to Legal for letting me know, because I don't know how I was missing it the whole day. It's an arcade stick, 8-bit dough.
I'll say stick in front of Punty.
And Dude, the arcade stick is yes. Here we go, and it comes with the little wireless adapter thingy, and which is something else that I wanted to buy independently anyway, because that little wireless adapter they have, I think it works on the PC. I think it might also work on the consoles, but basically
with a dongle.
Yeah, the dongle. It comes with the dongle that you could buy on its own, and the dongle is very powerful in and of itself. It supports all types of wireless devices to work on on PC, and I think it also works on the Xbox with certain things,
Mm-hmm.
Including this arcade stick, which is why it comes with it. Right?
Did you see the
can
logo?
plug in the arcade-
there?
Yeah,
The
it's got the
Xbox
Xbox logo. It's got the Xbox logo on the first one right there, designed for Xbox. So
it has the share thing. Oops.
yeah, Audio 19. It's got the headphone jack. It's got all the buttons you need. And if you look at the one before the video, the picture before the video there, I think it is. No, I guess it's not that. No. Okay. Yeah, the one before the last one. Okay, there you can see it supports all the different sandwich sticks. So if you're a person who likes different type of sticks and buttons, it's easy to it's easy. It's
to configure.
Right, to replace the buttons with whatever kind you want. If you want to get the sandwich, and they advertise all of that too, so it's easy to do. And
so
even
there
the
are
board there. If you're into modding and stuff, yeah.
So look, so there are no sandwich buttons, right?
No.
Okay, because that's what I was asking. That's what I was asking. Legal, like, are they sandwich buttons? I don't know. You gonna look at all that?
If you scroll down, I think they
right.
It supports. Yeah, he'll just do that and act like right. Yeah, but it's got. If you scroll down, I don't know how far down you got to scroll, but eventually they'll show that same picture, and basically they mention that you could put in your own buttons and stuff like the way you want it, because a lot of people they want those more expensive buttons. They feel they believe it feels better, and there's all types of
or nothing.
Oh, do it yourself here.
If you want Sanwa, Famitsu, or whatever, and it fits all the popular sizes and everything. And even if you look at the board on the upper right there, you see those solder pads. Like if you're into that type of thing, like if you're a modder and knows that kind of thing, this is the perfect canvas. And even if you look on the lower left, like they show you the mapping where all the buttons, when you flipped upside down, you're putting the buttons in. It's got the guide right there, so you put the right one in the right. This is great for beginners and even if you're intermediate and you know what you're doing, right?
You guys are dumb. We're gonna put a picture here underneath it.
Oh no, that's useful.
Hey, Tech, look at the link that I showed you, and that's the one that I got, right? Legal was telling me about this one, and he was talking junk about the one that I got, right?
No, yours is dope. That is fly.
But the thing is, the biggest selling point of the 8-bit DOE one is it's wireless.
Yeah.
And that is huge, because the one that I have, the Mayflash, I have to plug my Xbox controller into it.
Oh,
and see that? And he was asking me, he was like, no, this one's Xbox, it's 8-bit. No, I said, so it's the one I'm ordering.
No, this is actually Xbox with the logo and everything, and they're great with support and lag.
But no, look at that one
known
too.
as a brand.
No, 8-bit DOE is the truth, but look at this one. This one has Xbox too. It's made for Xbox.
No, but it doesn't have that logo, that green logo that was on the 8-bit DOE. I don't see that here anywhere.
You must not be looking. Because it's right there.
It says designed for Xbox for 8-bit DOE, but I don't see it for here. Green logo.
This logo right
green.
here.
It says Xbox. It's not green.
No, I'm saying
Xbox logo.
No, the design for Xbox logo is it's like the.
That's on the side. But
okay, it does have that. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's for Xbox.
It's kind of shaped like an Xbox One, the original.
Yeah.
PlayStation has one too, but it already comes with sound. I mean, of course, look, you'll save a lot more money if you do the route that you told and buy the buttons. You can even buy them in different colors. You can buy them the colors of the Xbox controllers.
Yeah.
Right. You can do all that. And then another thing is I like bat top. I don't care what nobody else says. I like the bat tops.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I grew up with, right?
We
didn't grow up with the Sanwa and all these other things. We grew up with the plastic bat ones everybody calls stupid, because that's what the Street Fighter machines had.
But you have used Sanwa before, right?
Yeah. I know the difference. It's just that everybody acts like those are shit, but we all grew up with them.
No. I'm not gonna say nothing.
I
is
like
crap.
this one.
Like,
I like this one better.
And the thing about this, what he's trying to say is like this is a good like intermediate. You can put what you want, and the one he showed is more high end, and you can still put what you want in that too, but it's more already set. But this is more intermediate or beginning, I would say.
But I don't know how much it costs to change everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, if you're not like really into fighting games, which I'm trying to get back into them, I've been playing the hell out of what's that Japanese game that came out on Game Pass?
Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear.
I've been playing a lot of Guilty Gear. So like, then you got Mortal Kombat coming, you got Street Fighter already out, and then you have Tekken coming. It's like, yo, and then if some people are right and KI comes, then that's another fighter. It's like,
this could be the year to fight. I mean, it already is. It's
already the year to fighter.
If KI does, then it's a wrap. No one can say it's not because it already is. I agree. But if it does happen, then it's a wrap. No one can deny because it's debatable now.
It's a wrap, baby.
Well, people would debate and say that it's not.
It's a wrap, baby.
But see, Legal said he's not gonna get his till like next month or something like that.
Dude, he had a lot of graduation expenses.
Yeah.
Well, no. He already bought it. It's just not gonna come until then. Because like even if you, like when you go to Amazon right now, it's the same thing. But like, I would rather somebody tell me how the buttons feel. Because like,
comes out June 30th.
I consider getting this one, but like, I don't know. I like the whole like the May Flash. It has Sanwa, and I guess I'm just a Sanwa fanboy.
Yeah, well, it's all there, and the lag is real low when you use the wireless and wired. It's really low if you care about that. And remember, this also works on the PC. Like the arcade stick I have is from the Street Fighter. This was in 2005. What anniversary was that? The 15th anniversary or the 20th? I think it was the 20th anniversary. And back then it was compatible with the PS2. Yeah, 2 and the original Xbox, right? That's the arcade stick I use. I have a PlayStation 2 PC adapter I use on it on USB.
Yeah.
And this could finally replace that, right?
Yeah.
It would be compatible with Xbox and the PC for emulators, all types of stuff like that. You know, I keep saying I want to get an arcade machine. And I mean, in between that happening, I'll have a stick. It'll be great. You know, I can use on the PC for MAME and emulation, shit like that. It'll be great.
He's saying San Juan, not San Juan.
Sanwa.
SANWA.
Yep.
It's right here.
I'm getting mine in July if I order now. Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're gonna have to wait for it.
I didn't realize, but it's okay. It's okay. Well, I'm doing it now.
No, look for $99, bro. Wireless fight stick.
No, it's 120.
Sanwa.
It's 120.
Yeah, well,
still,
really? Because I saw it for $99.
Where? On Amazon?
On Amazon.
No, it's 119.
Well, maybe it's 119 now. I know y'all want them.
It was from that day. If it was 100, I would have been like, wow.
Yeah, because when Legal told me 99, Legal paid 99. When he told me it was $100, and I went to check it out.
Right.
I was like, man, because the biggest thing, bro, you like no wires.
Yeah,
like,
they have a black one and a white one, by the way. I was showing off the black one.
I'd rather have the black one.
I'd rather have the black one, bro.
Jungle Fever, baby.
And they got the headphone jack and everything. It's all there.
Well, they all have that, though. They all have the headphone jack. But the wireless thing, man, I'm still like debating, bro, because like that thing costs way more than that, and it's not wireless. But I know that it's big and it's weighty, and it's all Sanwa parts already in there.
Right.
Hopefully I don't have to change the gate. And if I don't have to change the gate, I don't have to do anything out of the box. Well, I'm gonna have to change it because they assume everybody will prefer the ball.
You know what happens? It's basically what the difference between the both of these is like this, like the one I showed is like beginner to intermediate, right? Like you cut your teeth on it, and even if you're not a neophyte and you know a couple things, but you still want to, like mod and try out different things, this is great. But when you think you know what you like and what you want, then you mess with a stick like the one that you have there, right? Like it already has everything the way you like. They set up with the way the most enthusiasts already want with the ball top and all that stuff. and the buttons that they like and configure it and all that out the box. Generally, for most of those guys, and they'll just get that, and boom, they're good to go.
So
It's
you guys are
done.
talking about the ball
and
top.
the way they
What's so
make them
special about the
easy
ball
to
top?
open.
So what's so special about the
The
ball?
ball top. Well, there's nothing special about it. I hate it because it's so short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the ball, and then the bat top gives you a little more reach because like double tap to dash with the ball kind of irritates.
Yeah, because I don't
me.
play like if you play a stick, you don't play like this. You kind of like put it under your. Well, I do, at least under this palm area right here. You just go.
Yeah.
You kinda
Everybody
grip the
has their
stick.
own style, but generally, yeah. But this is why I like the older style that are longer, like the bat style that I grew up with. And the way I hold it is like I'm holding like a glass of wine between,
Exactly.
a
And that's
third
how I
fourth
hold the
finger.
ball too, and it don't work.
Yeah, and it don't work because it's too short.
And when you say bat style, it's just like a bat, not without the ball.
It's like instead
It's
of
like
being
a
a
bat.
ball, it's like a ball that's been melted down and it's like stretched out to the
Oh.
bottom a little bit.
Just
Oh, okay.
imagine a bat. Just imagine a bat without the grip screwed on top of there.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. But yeah, like I don't know, because this one that I have, the May Flash, I can't do much with it, like with the stick. I mean, I could take it out and put a new one in there, but
I don't know. I like all the fancy buttons on this one.
Yeah, it's
They all,
just
they all
supports
have, oh, you
everything.
talking about the top?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It just
like
They
this one
all
doesn't have
off
much
there.
on it. This gives you like what
Yeah.
you need. This one has probably
Nah,
stuff you don't need, but I like it.
No, it has more buttons. I don't know about features though. And then like it has tools in the box.
Oh, that's right. There's buttons on here on the side.
Yeah,
I
it has
see.
tools. It has tools in the box if you want to mod it. So everything that you need to change anything is already in a little safe place in the box. You press two buttons and the top comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Six showed on the other one, you probably have to unscrew it, but it's the same business on the inside.
Yeah.
Son,
rather-
what joystick?
That's a big deal, bro. You're making fun of it, but that's a big
Yeah.
deal, man. Like that,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
real
there's holy
deal.
wars between the Sanwa and Samitsu, and people argue over it and blah blah blah.
It's another thing to fight over, huh?
Yeah, you know how it goes,
I
man. It's
know.
Montagues and Capulets all over. again.
Okay, so do either of you guys play Vampire, however y'all want to say it?
No.
The game that was out last year or something?
By don't nod, nobody. Okay,
Nope.
so that means that y'all could care less about the game Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden when they showed it, right?
Oh yeah, it didn't really.
That's the game that I was talking about when the guy turned into it
Oh.
kind of looked Souls-ish for a second, and
Mhm.
then like the guy dodged, but he turned into like a specter. That looked cool to me. Like,
Yeah, it
I'm
didn't look
interested
too
in
bad.
Crap. I was going to say something. I forgot. Thank you.
that. You're getting old, Tech.
I am. It happens, man. Like a lot. Like, hey, I'm going downstairs, and I get downstairs. Like, what was I supposed to do? I forgot.
Yeah, but that's always happened to me since I was a kid. Like,
But then when I come upstairs, I remember,
and
like,
then I get
crap.
That's
I
when
gotta
you
go back.
remember. Yep, and you have to go back down. Yep.
Yeah. But I don't know. It was all right. I mean, the show D for dud for me.
Yeah.
You had a B for badass, I guess. Realist.
So like, you're old school, right? So Baldur's Gate did nothing for you either.
You
I
knew
did.
about that already.
I got that on. Yeah, but we already knew about that one.
Yeah, we knew about it, but like they showed more of it. Like, oh man, you guys are.
Well,
You guys are hard
this-
on.
okay.
I think y'all just hate Geoff.
Okay.
I
So
was not, man. I gave him a lot of credit for the format and all those other things. Honestly, I could have, just been, fat boying out. I don't like the dude, but
okay. So Baldur's Gate we already knew about. Okay, we already knew about,
yeah,
and I put that on my list, my wish list already. So since I already knew about it, I saw what we saw. I don't need to see anything else more about it now, other than when is it coming out? If we didn't know that already, and that's it. Kind of like Diablo. I wasn't out there looking for Diablo videos, Diablo this and Diablo that. I knew Diablo 4 was coming out. That's all I care about, and that's it. I don't care if it shows up in another showcase or not, because I'm gonna get it either way. So that's just me. Spider-Man 2. I'll wait for a sale.
I'll wait for it on PC on sale. Because I just got the first game. I haven't even booted that up yet. I'm gonna play on the Rogue Ally. That's what I decided.
So that's coming out next week, right?
Yes.
It comes out Tuesday.
Oh, so sick. What are you gonna do? Then you say you're gonna do an unboxing thing, but you're gonna pre-record it, or are you gonna do it live? Or what?
I might do I might do it live. I might do it live. Right
now. But let me ask you this. Okay. How are you going to set your camera up? Because last time you did an unboxing, you were kind of shaky a lot.
The camera just was mounted. I never moved the camera.
You going to mount it this time? Or are you going to, or you did mount it last time?
It was mounted last time.
Okay. It just felt like it wasn't.
Shaky? Nobody said that to me. That was one thing no one said. So, I mean, you're the one who was also telling me my sound wasn't working.
Yeah, your sound wasn't working.
And it was working just fine. It was you. It was you actually, right? So
yeah, it was me playing. It was playing two instances of your video at the same time.
Yeah, that was the only bad thing that happened in the whole video. I thought.
So I had two videos of Sick doing his live thing, which I didn't realize, and I started getting an echo. It's like, dude, you're echoing really bad.
Yeah, and so I'm
like, was me.
I catch it every time, like it shouldn't be, right? So then, I finally, and you see it on the live stream. I grab my phone and I look. I'm like, oh, it's playing fine, man. It's your fault, man. Waste my time. Let me get back on it. But,
so I'm like, oh, say, hold on. Let me close this window out, and sure enough,
yup, there it went. So I don't know if I'm gonna do one live, if I'm gonna record, but basically, I'm just gonna open it.
You're gonna have white gloves on
because. Nah, because I'm just gonna open it and boot it and show it off and give real world first impressions. Have it in hand and answer some simple questions and be out. But then later on, I want to do a video of how I set up the software. I was saying to you earlier, I got some plans on how I segment stuff and configure things. Some tips and tricks. Now it's on Windows. There's not going to be a bevy of videos like they have with the Steam Deck where people are trying to explain how to install a launch, for the EA app or whatever to install those games because, Proton is not native. So there has to be all this stupid stuff back, and there has to be a bunch of how-to videos on how to use the machine to do things.
Hey, man, how-to videos is how you get traffic.
Right, but I don't need to do that on the ROG Ally. So I could do something different that no one else is doing. I'm
you could just say how I have it. Oh my god, look what I found out on the ROG Ally. Watch this and like ... on your title.
Yeah, I could show off some great apps
with your hands on your cheeks and your mouth. Yeah, like. So look, you guys, man, I'm trying to find all the games that I thought were bright spots. Throne and Liberty didn't interest y'all. Didn't excite you, the gamer in you?
I didn't really care.
Bro, that game looked good. And so, like, all right, I know they've shown it several times before, but Avium Eternal, whatever that is, the EA game,
that looks pretty cool.
Yes.
Right. The more they show it, the more I'm interested.
Yeah, that one looked pretty badass.
Yeah. Badass.
Yeah, the game that I was talking about.
He had like a lot of like stuff going on, and like, oh, I like that, Yeah,
it's like Magic Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Magic Doom.
Strange
but the game
Doom.
I was talking about earlier, I couldn't think about it was Fae Farm. So y'all won't play it because y'all too cool for school. But I'm interested.
Yeah, Fae Farm and Animal Party.
Party Animals.
A Party Animal. Sorry. That's like us trying to play that Animal Roy.
Oh man, that was horrible. That game was horrible though. But there's so many people playing that game though.
There is. There's like, always somebody.
Like we were in and out of games, no wait times. Like unless it was bots. Okay, and I got one more game for y'all, man. Please tell me.
No.
That y'all play Remnant.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hey, what?
Remnant 2.
No, I haven't played that.
Remnant 1. You can play Remnant 1. It's like $5 all the time now. But Remnant 2, bro, like it's like okay, it's a Souls game. Sorry, don't worry about it. But I like it. I don't know if you're into Souls games, Six. I don't want.
Oh yeah. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I understand and appreciate what they are.
But you got guns.
I'm not balls. It's true. You do have guns in that game.
See, this is different. Let's play it. I'm waiting for this commercial to end. All right. There you go. So this is Remnant 2 story trailer. Looks like a shooter to me. But you said it was like a Souls game though.
Oh, it is.
Then it's not for me then.
No.
See, Doctor. See, look, Doctor's already sold on party animals. See, you guys are sleeping on party animals. That's gonna be.
Is that what that game was called? We were killing each other as animals.
No, that was called Animal Royale or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Because it was a Royale game.
What's the name of that game? The, like
Royale
physics
with
animal
cheese.
game.
What, like Falling Guys or something?
Look at the big brain on Brad.
What?
I think it was called Party Animals.
Right.
I think it was called Party Animals.
Yeah, let me bring it up. Because I know how much you love this.
I was slow on that one though. I got you though.
This is something you don't want to sleep on. You guys are like making fun of it for no reason.
No, we have reasons, bro. We played it.
Look at that. I thought.
No, that's not what we were playing.
No, this is not the one we were playing, but this is on the thing. See, don't you want to be an alligator? Look at this guy trying to curl it. Look, get over here.
Headbutt.
But yeah, that's the physics game. Party Animals.
I thought this was like not Falling Guys. It's another one that's like a physics game too.
Human Fall Flat.
Yes, I thought it was something like that.
Yeah, it is. And then like totally accurate battle simulator.
Punty always brings up GTA 6. So how'd you guys like it on the showcase?
Yeah,
well,
that wasn't there actually.
Man, okay, so I think this was a Hunter show. It was somebody's show. What happens if they show Grand Theft Auto on Xbox stage?
Okay, that's gonna be nuts. Let's be honest, that's gonna be nuts if that happens. That will have an impact because it wasn't on PlayStation and it wasn't on Summer Game Fest and it wasn't on their own thing. If it's on Xbox, yeah, that's gonna leave an impact.
Okay, but has there been any confirmation that they're gonna come out with anything at all?
Nope.
Well, they say next year.
So people are just kind of speculating just to speculate.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I mean, they're anticipating it's about time. This would be a good time to do it, considering all the time it's been, right? So this would be a good time for it. So that's the mindset. Do they think it will 100% happen? Nobody knows for sure. So, but they're hoping for it. So if it was to happen, it would just be like, whoa. It wasn't on the Sony show. It wasn't on the Summer Game Fest. It's at the Xbox show. Whoa, Microsoft might probably has marketing rights, right?
Well, if it's on Xbox show, Xbox has marketing.
Right, exactly. So that would be a big deal. That would be a major big deal because that hasn't happened since 360, right? Which at that point made it so that GTA, because after that. Because that was for GTA 4. When 5 came out, it was even between them. It didn't have no exclusivity on either, that ended that. So to get that back on the Xbox side, that would be major. That would be the default version, right? It would just be everything.
Did you not love this game?
What game?
This one.
Super Animal Royale. I played this once or twice.
Man.
I've seen this. I played this once or twice. It wasn't stupid.
Yeah, it could be fun.
We were playing this with Legal and a couple other guys. Legal is all about it, man. He's like, man, you guys got to play Animal Royale.
Oh, he did tell me about this. Yeah.
And then never played it again.
He's full of mess, man. He don't even want to play that.
He didn't want to play it anymore. Well, it's even funnier because he was all hype, man. Like, y'all guys got to play. You guys got to play. I said, all right, man, I'll download this thing. And we were playing, and
who gassed him up to play that?
I don't know.
Oh no, the Sonic account just said that the game is 60, not 70, because Best Buy had it posted for 70, and then the Sonic account responded to the Warrior 64. So yeah, it's a $60 game. I mean, okay, a little better, but still, I don't want to pay $60.
So if they didn't have any price like increases, it would have been a $50 game then.
Probably, yeah.
I think that's more appropriate.
More.
I'm
going back. I'm going back to
Still
Animal
not enough,
Royale.
I feel, but
Super Animal Royale. So, PlayStation's playing games, and then they're trying to lower Xbox into blowing their whole load all at one time. Dude, this guy is just talking dirty.
What is he talking about, though? You understand? Do you understand the context of this?
Oh,
is there a pony in the chat?
The secret Sony show is coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever. Like Sony took 2 years. Sony took 2 years to come up with a show, but all of a sudden they got secret showcases. That's
how they roll, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, man. We're over my curfew.
You can play some Diablo, man.
But I guess we had to make up for last week not doing anything, because of Diablo. Yeah, go back and play Diablo. So I'm gonna shut this down, clean up a little bit, get things ready for tomorrow, and then jump on Diablo. You gonna be on?
Yeah. Tomorrow night, Lord willing.
And then
I'll be playing some.
Okay, so Sunday's the show, the main show. What are you guys doing? You guys gonna watch it? You gonna watch it later?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna come here and watch it with you, man.
All right, let's do it live then.
Yeah, man. Why not? Man, everybody's gonna be doing.
We'll cold stream it and watch it. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'll bring my popcorn. I'll bring my beer.
Oh, beer. Yes. Gotta have the beer. Definitely
gotta have my beer. Gotta have my beer. And then that's it. So Sunday, we'll get together and we'll talk about it and see what we'll do then. So,
yes, sir. And then
all right.
Then they had Summer Games Fest Saturday too, right? Or tomorrow and Saturday.
That's more of it.
There's all types of events. Ubisoft,
studios, right? It's more the studios thing.
Capcom. Yeah.
I want to see Red, man. I want to see Red.
Yes.
Hey. Okay.
Because you want to see Phantom Liberty.
You know who which game we just totally pushed to the side?
What's that?
We don't even talk about it anymore. That just came out recently, also about a month ago.
Redfall.
What
about it?
Wait, is it dead now?
I never cared. It's not dead, but I mean, there's so much. It's gonna get forgotten anyway. Even if it was good, it would have gotten forgotten anyway. So
yeah, I need to get back and complete the story at least.
I mean, if you don't like it, don't play it. I mean,
no, I like it. I enjoy it. It's cool. I mean,
I'm just saying that even if it had been a successful game, there's so much over the horizon, right? And even some stuff that come out already with Street Fighter and Diablo, right? Like nobody would be playing it right now anyway, because they would have been playing those games instead, and there's more on the way. Like, its time has passed.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what Microsoft realized. It didn't matter. There's so much more right around the horizon. It wouldn't have mattered one way or another. So they just did what they did and kept it pushing.
Well, I hope they patch it up.
Okay, okay. I guess we can talk about that another time.
What?
Nothing.
This guy.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Sick and Realist.
Shout out to TEKNOBLAST.
SIKSLAYER equals hater.
Technos.
Hater. What is that? Robot pony? What is that supposed to be? Or bot?
Hater alert.
Pony bot.
Hater alert.
Whoa,
hater
did you
alert.
Accuse me of being a pony bot, bro? What did I say to be a pony bot? Joke wise, actually, because I have no idea. Yeah. Anyway.
You bots just mad.
He didn't play no Animal Royale.
That's a pony bot. You know I hate those guys.
He wasn't part of the Pony Royale party. All right, guys. Let's shut it down and we'll talk again Sunday. Shout out to the Chatterbox. Later, peace. Bye. Good night. Have a good night. I'm going to go drink and take a poop. Bye.